What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video, and today we're talking about some major Classic WoW drama. This is some drama happening in the Classic WoW scene. It pretty much happens no matter which version you play, if it's Classic Era, Season of Discovery, or maybe even Cataclysm as well, but I do think it's mostly focused on the vanilla part of the game, and we're talking about a patch note that came out recently, and this happened when they had the long maintenance for Phase 4, which was Tuesday for North America, or even yesterday for EU, where a couple of things happened that we didn't really know was going to happen. They put in some, I want to call them retail elements, but they're from the Cataclysm Classic client really, and well, let's just take a look at the patch notes, and I want to show you how people are reacting, and there are some drama that you might not know about coming in this video. Well, you might and you might not, so I'm going to cover everything here. Either way, let's take a look at the actual post here from Blizzard, and this is what they had to say, and they waited like 2 days before posting this as well, so they let people stir with their emotions for about 1.5 to 2 days before telling people why they did something, or even here, they didn't really say why, they just said what they've done. So, WoW Classic Era and the Hardcore patch notes, version 1.15.3, WoW Classic, Era and Hardcore, July 9th, 2024. The guild's user interface has been updated to provide more ease of guild management. Yeah. Alliance players now have access to the Might of Stormwind to a version of the Warchief's Blessing world buff effect. This new buff is gained for turning in a new quest, End of the Dark Horde, in Stormwind, and is mutually exclusive with Warchief's Blessing. It's basically Alliance Warchief's Blessing, whatever. The Songflower Serenade and Dire Maul tribute buffs can no longer be dispelled by enemy players, and the druids can now train and use polearms. Now, on a surface level, a lot of this seems like quality of life. The guild user interface could be quality of life. The Alliance getting Might of Stormwind makes it easier for them to get that world buff, and the Songflower Serenade and Dire Maul tribute buffs not being dispelled could also be quality of life, and druids training polearms could also be quality of life. That being said, it's elements of Classic WoW we didn't have, and one of the premises when they made Classic Era servers is that they called them Classic Stasis servers, where if you wanted to go back and experience Classic WoW the way you did in 2019, over again, you could do that, or if you missed out on Classic WoW 2019, you could play it now, the way it was back then. That is what this was being sold as, and I don't know about you, but when I played back in the days, I did not have polearms on my druid. I also didn't have the new guild user interface, and I also had my buffs dispelled away from me, which they now can't be, and I never had this whole Might of Stormwind buff. They're adding elements to the game that, first of all, nobody asked for, a lot of people are unhappy with, and once again, nobody asked for, and it goes directly against why they made Classic Era servers to begin with, or at least the reason why they publicly stated they made them, to allow you to play the game the way it was back in 2019, no changes. Now suddenly, out of nowhere, without anyone asking for it, maybe one person did, suddenly we have these changes, and I just want to know why. Now, before going into how people are reacting to this, I just want to show you how hideous this new guild user interface is. I actually don't like this at all. I don't like this, I really don't. It looks weird, there's no green guild text, which I'm used to, and it's like, it could be a quality of life if you like this new way it looks. To me, it's worse. I don't like the way it looks, and it's so bad because, first of all, it's forced on you. It's in the old game, and there's no way to toggle on the old version. What about for those of us who wants to have the old one? Why isn't there a toggle button? If you played, I think it is in Cataclysm as well, but definitely in Cataclysm I think it is, you can toggle back, like you can toggle these guild user interfaces. We can't do that here in Classic Era and Season of Discovery. We can't toggle it back and forth, so you're forced to use the new one even if you don't like it, and it just looks worse. I don't like it, and what we're seeing is that a bunch of people are making add-ons now, like internal add-ons. We're also seeing weak auras that are pulling back the old guild user interface, so it's such a good implementation by Blizzard that people are going out of their way to revert the changes themselves. That's how good this was. And I just want to show you guys how people are reacting here as well. So scrolling down a little bit, the most upvoted comments are, nobody liked this, fire everyone who made this decision, since when did era players ask for Cataclysm Classic, Blizzard ruining the game, disgusting, shame on you, it's actually impressive how out of touch this decision was, April's Fool's Day was 3 months ago, I can't believe you people are really going to take away from us what we fought so hard for. This is beyond messed up. I don't see Blizzard doing stuff like this to StarCraft 1. Crazy garbage. Slothful devs that couldn't care less about era servers. What the heck? Why? People that play era like era. Why the changes? And a long comment here basically stating that we were promised something else, no changes, and then suddenly we have changes. Please fire yourselves. Like, all of the top comments are basically people that don't like these changes, and it's just... I don't know why Blizzard did this. They're farming Ls. I've been tweeting like a madman here as well, but they're literally farming Ls. I don't know why. Are they trying to... What are they trying to do? Why do they need 100 Ls? I do not understand. Going over to a couple of posts and Twitter posts as well, we can take a look at how people really are reacting to this. Like, these changes are so good that we're getting people to make petitions to revert the changes, and these are highly upvoted comments or like posts on YouTube. For example, this one from Cargos, making a petition to change whatever they've done here, like the changes they put in, revert those changes. People don't like this, and you know, let me click a like on this as well to boost that one, because really, I don't like it either. It could be seen as quality of life to a certain degree, but I don't like why they're changing Classic Era. It's there, it's gaining popularity again for a reason. People want to go back and play the game the way it was. The more they start changing, the less the game is what it was. And yes, I completely understand. I've been asking for changes myself in Classic Plus. There's a reason why we call that Classic Plus. Don't turn Classic Era into Classic Plus, and if you're going to do that, give us a statement beforehand, and give us, like, talk about why. And we want changes, but not to Classic Era. Classic Era was given to us and promised to us as a no changes environment to experience 2019 Classic. If you're going to make a Classic WoW with changes, that has to be something else. There's a reason why you're doing Season of Discovery, for example. And if you're going to abandon a seasonal thing and make changes to Classic WoW, don't do that in Classic Era. Make Classic Plus, or I guess since you're developing it, Classic Minus, or Classic Negative. Just call it something else. Do not touch Classic Era. It's Era for a reason. You promised it to be a stasis realm. I simply do not understand. And Cargos has another post as well, talking even more in depth, and I'm not going to read out this entire thing, but the TLDR is that a lot of people don't like these changes to Classic Era, because once again it was promised to us as a stasis server to experience Classic WoW the way it was before all the changes came in. And I mean, if you're active on Twitter, you probably have heard about this drama already, because it's been tweeted out like pretty much everywhere. I am retweeting a little bit about it as well, because once again, I don't like what they're doing here, and they're just making so many bad decisions after another. It's incredible how they can be on such a streak for making bad decisions, and based on what they're doing here, they are intent on keeping this going, keeping the bad decision streak going, and making bad decisions. It's incredible, but not in a good way, in a very bad way. Now, one more thing that I want to talk about here when it comes to the drama that is happening at the moment is that yesterday I reacted to a video, and that video is a couple of days old now. It's the Turtlewow 2.0 trailer for the Unreal Engine in WoW. And guess what? If you go to the Turtlewow YouTube channel, you can no longer see that video, because they have been issued a takedown. Now, I do want to say that in this post from the Turtlewow developer team, or from the Turtlewow management, they don't say that it's Blizzard that's taken it down, but I do think it's pretty fair to assume it probably is. But as you can see here, it states, regarding the YouTube Turtlewow 2.0 trailer takedown, unfortunately with the good comes the bad after seeing explosive growth, over 200,000 views, I think it was 250 last time I saw, doubling our subscribers, our new trailer was given a takedown. While we will be appealing this decision as our content is highly transformative, we have uploaded it to our website at this link. We love Azeroth and we will continue to mod our favorite game, even if it sometimes doesn't love us back. We are saddened by the loss of hundreds of supportive comments and countless pieces of valuable feedback, and as we have in the past when facing similar strikes, we encourage everyone to leave their feelings and feedback on our forums. Now, when it comes to this trailer specifically, I saw a lot of supportive comments as well, and not only that, I saw a lot of supportive comments from content creators and streamers who have said they will not touch private servers, and suddenly they're leaving very supportive comments on, you guessed it, a private server. I guess that could tell you that maybe Turtlewow is doing something right. Blizzard saw that, they may not have liked it, and they wanted to take it down. Just another bad decision if you ask me, so I just wanted to include that here in this kind of drama video, because it's Blizzard farming else and Blizzard making bad decisions once again. Either way, the fact that they actually made these changes to Classic Era and then had the audacity to wait 1.5 days and then leave this post on the forums expecting people to be happy or okay with this, it is so brave. It's so, I don't know what to say. Like, what are you thinking? If this is what you have to come back with, people are asking, why did you make these changes? They're freaking out, the people don't like the changes, and all you have to say is you're revealing the patch notes of what you've done. No reasoning behind why, and not talking about it whatsoever. It's just them ignoring the problem, and if anything, I do hope that they will react to the negative feedback they are getting here and revert the changes at the very least, because the thing is, people thought this was a mistake, that it slipped into Classic Era and the hardcore servers because they put it into Season of Discovery. Them making this blue post shows you it's not a mistake, it was intentional from the start. Which that is so out of touch. If you think these were good changes to Classic Era and Classic Hardcore, I really don't want you developing my game. I really don't. That's it. Solheim rant over. Thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on these changes and the drama in the comments down below. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.